So next up on our keys for the Mets to having a successful 2025 season, Pete Alonso. Um, you know, it's not a big secret. Pete didn't have a great year last year. He saved his Met career, towards the end of the season, playoffs, heroics. You know, he probably wouldn't be a New York Met without all that. Let's be honest. Um, he's a very decisive player, kind of one-dimensional. I mean, he is one-dimensional. I love Pete, but he's a big lumbering first baseman with power. He's not known for his defense. He is good at scooping balls out of the dirt. Doesn't have a lot of range. Not known for his throwing arm. Inaccurate. It's weak. He's there to be your power bat, to drive runs in, to be counted on in those situations, to be productive. I think last season he really was not impactful at all. Negatively impactful, honestly, until the heroics at the end. He's gonna have to change that this year. He has his contract. He's the highest paid first baseman in baseball this season. It's not the long-term contract he wanted. He's lucky he got the contract he did. He should have taken the contract extension that was offered to him several years ago. But it's up to Pete again. Hopefully, the weight's off his shoulders. He has Soto on the team to kind of take some of that off of him. Lindor and Soto batting in front of him. He's slotted into bat third. It's going to be up to him to drive in, as many runs as possible. I'm looking for a 40-plus home run, 120 to 130 RBI season. But he's going to have to bat somewhere between, 255, 260. Can't have 217. That 240 last year, I don't think that's going to cut it. The highest batting average he's ever had was 271. I'm not saying he has to repeat that again. It'd be fantastic if he could. 260-ish, high 250s. If he puts up those numbers, I think, it'll be a successful season for him. I think he'll be an impactful player for the Mets and be very instrumental in the Mets building on what they did last year. So, thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's go Mets.